Welcome back, everybody. So today's day 3. I have a lot of editing to do in front of me. The block is almost bare, so I'm gonna be removing the head. We're gonna start with removing the valve covers, which is 10 millimeters for all these. Alright, now that the valve cover is out, let's do a little visual inspection. Technical difficulties. There we go, look at that. So overall, it looks pretty good. Not seeing anything crazy. But I'm not really planning on taking anything out besides the cam and the whole head itself. The head, by the way, is these. Not sure the measurement on them just yet. I'll get back to you on that right now. Alright, so the head bolts are 14 millimeters. There is no specific order that you're gonna take them out on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Stand's gonna move. All right, so I had to break them off, or like break them loose off camera because there's oil on the floor and the whole engine stand was sliding. But they're all loose, so I'm just gonna hit them with the good old impact boy. Still gotta be loosened. So does that one. Alright. It just popped. I heard it. Sometimes they'll do that. Okay. Oh my god. There we go. I don't like the way that one came out. And then that one's good. Alright, let me remove all the bolts and then we'll lift up the head. Alright, so I just got this needle scaler to get into the very tight spots on the engine. Like literally just got it. Let me show you how I set it up. Some people may agree, some people may not. It says oil daily. Obviously you got it. You can use any sort of oil, I mean technically, but I like to use trans fluid, or I like to use this stuff, the Luke's oil transmission stop slip, just because this is thicker. It can be a bit better. You're not gonna put too much, just a little bit. Of course, this stuff is thick, so you need to let it really get in there. It takes a bit compared to regular ATF, but it's okay. Let me go ahead and set this up, and then I'll be removing the head. All right, the head is off. Cylinders are looking good. Look at those cylinder walls. They look immaculate. And this engine is, what, 200,000 miles old? Oh, this is a gasket right here, so look at that. Got a little bit of carbon buildup. A little particle of something, but see some red paint, so I'm assuming some dropped from the valves. Look at that though. The cylinder walls are actually in great shape. Not bad at all. I haven't turned the head upside down yet, but I'm gonna in a bit. And of course, I don't know how to port, but I will be doing some porting. I have some porting bits, the Carbide bits, and I'd like to learn, so it'd be nice. Let me remove this head gasket and we can continue. Alright, so I'm gonna hit it with a bit of a gasket remover to take out the little imperfections. Again, this stuff is safe on the metal. Alright, so engine paint removal. This is what I've been using. Wire wheel, pretty effective, but for the tight spots, you can't get to them with that. You need a descaler. So we're gonna switch to that and give it a shot at it. Alright, so I am running out of sunlight, but I do have a headlamp on. So here's how we mask off the engine. Obviously, you gotta protect the cylinders. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna put one on this edge like this. Because of the pins, I don't want to mess with the pins at all, really, to be honest. Make sure it's nice and flat. Alright, and then put one here. And you're gonna be like, why are you putting so much? Well, there's a little trick to it. Okay, now that we've covered the engine block, please tell me I didn't forget my mallet. I'll be right back. So I forgot my mallet at work. Very nice of me. So what you can do is, I'm using the scraper, but just like if you've ever put grip tape on skateboard, it's the same concept. You're gonna run this right by it. Mallet works better, much cleaner work with mallet. This is okay, not great, but it's doing the job. So if you have like a rubber screwdriver, that could work too, probably. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can use this as a mallet. The handle is rubber, so looks like it's going on pretty clean. That. Look at that. I don't recommend this. I really rather use a mallet, but you get the idea. So let me do everything and then we'll continue. Alright, so I'm descaling everything with the descaler. Obviously look out for little dirt spots you have. That's the most important thing. For example, right here. It's great for tight spots. That's literally what it's for. So we're gonna go ham on this, and then I'm gonna throw the primer on when I'm ready. Alright guys, so I just got done priming the engine. Everything's masked off. So waiting for this to dry for a bit, and then I'm gonna throw the red on. Laying the paint down. It looks orange on camera, but it is red, I promise. That looks good. Tomorrow I'm gonna remove all the tape, and we're gonna continue. All right, what's up, everybody? It's day 4, I want to say. Yesterday I painted the engine. As you can see, I'm gonna throw in a second coat tonight after I'm done with all my work. But so today what we're gonna focus on is obviously cleaning the surface. Got the gasket remover, and possibly start the porting. I've never done porting in my life before, so it should be interesting. We're gonna take the spark plugs out too. They look all right, but we're gonna clean everything on this surface over here. Obviously, all the little carbon buildup. Not touching in here in the actual combustion chamber, because I'm just not really comfortable with doing that. So. Alright, so it's an old head, you know, there's imperfections, like over here, there's a bit of scarring. I mean, it happens. I don't want to take it to a machine shop. I'm just going to throw the new head gasket on and call it a day. It should be okay in theory, because I mean, again, we didn't remove any material besides like the old head gasket matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these little itty bitty things, and then clean up the head. But first we're gonna do the porting. So let me set everything up for that. Never done porting before. However, I decided to port. I'm not done yet. My bits are not long enough. I need to get longer bits. Right now we're doing this one. To really get in there. But I'm excited, it should be good. And now I'm cleaning the cylinders. I peeled the blue tape off. I just didn't like the way it came out, so I'm redoing it. This time I brought my mallet from work. So that. Perfect. So the reason why I cut these two out is because I'm gonna clean the carbon off the cylinders, and I didn't want all that debris to go everywhere else. But yeah, no, it's looking good. It's looking good.